always have you. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here is now officially just shortly after 7. I did have to wake up at about 6:30 and go tinkle once again. What the heck? So I did get my paycheck today. And with me saving all of that money, I think what I'm gonna do is probably get out at least 200, maybe 250. Actually, yeah, 250 because that battery pack can actually wait until the final month, right? So this is the biggest month, right? Which again is getting the gas money, the food money, and the rental money, right? So because of that, we're actually, we might not do the Walmart trip today, but actually we will because we do have to get that cereal yet. So anyhow, guys, we'll officially just do that Walmart trip for that. But, yeah, I mean, with inflation, it probably wouldn't be that much anyhow. So, yeah, we'll officially go ahead and get some cereal then at Walmart afterwards. But yeah, anyhow, let me officially go ahead and get some breakfast here. And then I'll talk to you guys soon. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, there's officially my bell. So let's officially, actually I have to get out the plate yet. So let me get out my plate and then we'll officially have some good old French toast sticks here this morning. Alright guys, it's now officially time to go ahead and have some breakfast. As you guys can officially see, I definitely look really, really cute this morning. So definitely am feeling the Made You Look song, right? I'm hotter when my morning hair's a mess, and that's a fact, guys. So anyhow, we'll get it looking up. We'll get it looking nice to go to Walmart today. And as I just shared, I might actually switch up my plans. So I could actually decide to get this stuff today, and make it like a conjoined effort, right? So anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Graham's up. Alright guys, it's now officially 7:55, so just about 8 o'clock, and we're going to go ahead and do all this corn together, but we're actually going to speed this one up. So just going to come on and share that that's what we're doing. We're gonna peel, and then Graham is gonna do the not the whisking, but taking care of the whatever that is. She's gonna take care of the, why can't I think of the word right now? The little stuff that's left over. So anyhow, let's officially go ahead and peel this corn. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I'm coming to you guys today now. Obviously you guys can see I did actually have to blur just a couple places in that video. So obviously because I bent down, I don't have on my bra still. But anyhow guys, as you guys can officially see, this light will be absolutely perfect because as you guys saw that there is a little bit of a down slope. Because of that, obviously, there won't be any chance that I will flip the camera off, right? And then, obviously, we'll just get this down and around. I did take it into my bathroom and shine it around, and it actually works really, really well. So, for like, pitch black. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be really, really good. We'll definitely get it out today whenever I go get... well, actually, let me think. No, because that's a special trip if you think about it. So no, today we'll just try the groundhog holes, and then we'll officially get out the money though too for the gas, for gas. So, and I'm trying to think. No, because I used cash. I'm actually going to get out my receipt bin today. I'm actually going to go through those receipts and just see, again, like on average, right, like the amount that I spent per fill up and all of that. So anyhow, guys, like I said, we'll officially go ahead and do that. I may or may not take my baseball bat when I go. Probably not, though. Maybe, though. I mean, I would just probably spook everybody away, right? Like the guy when I was destroying my computer. He would probably be like, okay, let's turn around. So, um, but actually, my baseball bat would be really, really nice. Because, you know, of, I mean, I highly doubt that they'll come up after me, and be aggressive, right? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. So I don't think that they would be aggressive. They're not really territorial. But, yeah, like I said, you know, it's gonna be kind of cool. And obviously, again, this is very good chain, right? So I definitely don't have any, well, maybe I should think a little bit, you know, like if there is like a drop off, you know, I don't think there's drop offs in there. Again, I don't really know the ins and outs, but I definitely am curious to check it out and see, right? So, like I said, put it down, and also kind of put it down like towards the end of the season too, right? So, yeah, because like I said, you know, I definitely feel confident with this chain. I'll try to like break it here. Actually, I don't really know how to even tell. I mean, actually, I could put it on like one of those chairs that we have, and just like pull down with all my might and see. But like I said, I don't have any concerns, about this breaking, because guys, if this breaks, oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. Because then I'm gonna have to get a brand new GoPro again, right? And that's like 340 bucks, right? So it's gonna be a lot, right? So, yes. Anyhow, though, guys, like I said, we'll officially go ahead and get going. And like I said, pull out that money, gas money. And I'll actually get out my box and we'll do the souvenir check. So, the souvenir check. Well, actually, yeah, it is a souvenir check because it's only a gas receipt, but it's a receipt from where you were, right? So, yeah. So, anyhow, guys, we'll officially, like I said, pull that out, and I'll dig through those quickly, and then we'll just keep right on rolling with today. So, yeah, anyhow, I'll talk to you guys soon. Guys, so I actually looked in here, and there actually doesn't appear to be, I didn't really get that many receipts. As you guys can see, I have Krispy Kreme bags, still my seashells, my little dangling necklaces, my Key West, which I'm gonna have to eat with some of those, and just some other bags, and then the ugly grouper, guys. And then lottery tickets, obviously I won't have any of those, so, actually could make it more specific too, you know, just so I can actually see if I can get that today, because I was going on the real high end. I was going on $4, but based upon my current research, it ain't gonna be $4, obviously, and obviously I knew that, but literally, like I said, well, I mean, I gotta figure out how many times I'm actually gonna fill up, though. So I'm actually, let me go back through my list, put how many miles it is in total driving that day, and then I can get somewhat of an idea. Let's just go off a 400 miles on the tank. Obviously, again, I was doing much more than that. I was doing like about 450, 460. But let's just go on average of a 400 gallons per one fill up, right? And then I can, based upon my area too, I can figure out just about how much gas money. So let me actually do a more itemized, specific search, and then I will actually know if I can just pretty much get the rest of those small things today. You know, like my bralette, right? Maybe the panties, and then obviously the battery bank. So let me go ahead and actually add up all those lists. Actually, I already have all the lists, so I'll just put total miles in the keys. There we go. And then I'll figure out how much, right, for the keys. And actually, because where I'm staying, if I wanted to, I could actually leave the keys, and go to, like, what was that called? Florida City? Yeah, that little strip there right before you actually hit the keys, right? So, yeah, I can always go to Florida City too if I really wanted to. Like I said, let me officially do that and get them more itemized, and then we can officially see if I can actually go today. So talk to you guys soon. Just want to give that update. Guys, so I just looked at my first one. So obviously the Richmond, no, not Richmond, the Ricketts Glen. I forget. It's some town, Virginia. They have it at 356. So obviously, you guys remember I basically made it to the North Carolina line last year before ever filling up. And actually, a lot of people, they must have also been from Pennsylvania, maybe. But they didn't have Pennsylvania plates. A couple of them were from Maryland. But they were also starting to try to catch some drift. And actually, the truckers knew it, and they would literally go into the middle lane, and then they would go into the right-hand lane. Some of them would just pull off on the shoulder. Because they're like, I know what the hell you're doing back there. Right? So anyhow, and I shared that before, right? Like, you know, you can't get in trouble for it because they can't actually prove this what you were trying to do, right? So they just give you a ticket for following too closely. Anyhow, so, yes. I only did it, though, for like about 15 miles. But anyhow, guys, in total. But anyhow, I just did look. So if it's a 12-gallon tank, obviously you're not using all of it. But at 356, it'd be like 42. But usually my Phillips were only like 8 gallons. So, it'd be about 24, 25 bucks. So, that's good though that I'm trying to strategically place the gas prices, right, for the best. So, anyhow, you know, once I figure out the way down, then I can do the keys. Just want to come on and share that update. So then, obviously, until Richmond Hill, Virginia, there's a difference between Richmond, Virginia, and Richmond Hill, Georgia. Anyhow, so yes, actually, it's 218 miles then from Dillon, South Carolina to there. So which is right over the border into South Carolina from North Carolina, on 95 that is. So anyhow, very specific geography. Anyhow, so that one would only be about 20 bucks, which is nice. So it's actually going to be pretty cheap going down. So let me move on to the keys now, and then yeah, we'll just keep right on rolling. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, so this is really good news. So there's 140 about from my place in Florida before the Florida Keys. So you guys remember I'm taking 2 nights to get down there. Well, I don't want to share exactly where in Georgia, but yes, it is the first night in Georgia somewhere again. Obviously you guys probably could have guessed that. And then the next night is, you know, decent amount down in Florida. And then you officially go into the Keys. So that first day is about 70 miles. About 140 round trip. And then obviously the next day is about 100 round trip. So there's 240. But then I'll go into Florida City and get the gas the night before. And then I have that final day, which will be about, you know, about a couple, basically just fill up the car then the night before again in Florida City, before I work my way up to New Smyrna Beach. So, yeah, it'll definitely be really good, actually, with the gas. So, now that I figured that out, you know, I'm going to calculate all the prices together and then see, you know, if basically the first half of my vacay, and actually in New Smyrna Beach, I'm basically staying on the beach all the time. I don't deviate from the beach when I'm at Smyrna. So because of that, I don't have to worry about any gas. I probably actually won't fill up at all. I'm trying to think, will I not fill up at all? I don't think I'm going to fill up at all, guys. No. Absolutely. I don't think I am, no. And that's also good then because the what the heck was it called? The lighthouse that has a little bit of a fee, and then obviously also the Canaveral National Seashore also has a fee. So, but that's pretty much it. As far as the potential additions, or I'm sorry, like little things that I might do. Because you guys remember, right? That fourth day, right? Is basically do whatever the hell I want day. Figure it out, right? Play by ear, right? So you can't relate to desperation because you're given our own vacation. So go ahead and show that, right? So actually, yeah, I'm not gonna fill up at all my entire time in New Smyrna Beach, which is good. So basically, the gas money that I figure out for the keys and then driving down is gas money for half the trip, right? Because then I go up to Myrtle Beach, and probably in Myrtle Beach I'm not gonna spend that much actually either, because I'm staying right on the beach. Except the day that I go to Folly Beach. There we go, Folly Beach for the shark teeth. But other than that, that's it. So boom, right there. Yeah, that's really good. So basically, you even everything out, and you could actually, well, because the Ripley's Aquarium is about $40. It's quite expensive, but it's obviously such a big exhibit, right? That it's probably definitely worth the $40. And obviously, they have to keep up with a lot of the marine life and clean the stuff for them, the exhibits, and obviously clean inside where the humans may have, whatever. But anyhow, obviously, to an extent, every single day people are going to be touching the glass, but you don't want the glass to build up, so you have to clean the glass. Duh, right? So, what kind of aquarium doesn't clean their glass? So, actually, I could probably just include that in the gas price, and say, okay, well, $40 spent would be the equivalent of gas. So then that way, then you're combining them together and you know that you're good, kind of thing. So let me double check, any potential Myrtle Beach things that might come up, and then we'll officially get a good list, and we'll be ready to head on down. I literally cannot believe this, guys. This is absolutely amazing. That's what happens when you go down to Florida 2 times, right? You really figure out how to plan perfectly, actually. And we saw that with my vacation earlier in the spring, right? Like, you plan everything out perfectly and you're good, right? Except that first year, right? And I covered that before. And that's actually kind of common, probably, for anybody who goes on that big of a jaunt, right? You can't perfect it your first time. I basically perfected it my second time, and that's also why I had all that money left over. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back on with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So coming to you guys now, obviously, Graham and I just looked and we determined that all I have to do is let my stuff dry overnight, and then just put the shower shoes right back in. So obviously right there, that saves me a whole pile of money, guys, which is really, really good. Also, I think I'm pretty much good on the body wash. I looked at that. Because I still have the rest of that whole big thing to go. So honestly, maybe next month I won't even buy any body wash at all. Let me actually go show you guys, so you guys can see for yourself. So today maybe I'll just get, what would it be? Well, no. See, I'm trying to find a place where I could put... Wait, guys, wait. So some of the dressers and, like, vanities in the bathroom, right, they don't always have hooks, right, like this. Sometimes it's just the ledge, right, that stuff sits on. So I could literally take something, maybe my blue egg, right? I could take my blue egg or something, and then I can just let that dry overnight. I have to find a place where I can let them dry, and then maybe I only take, you know, if one does, like, you know, get onto some stuff, maybe I can just, you know, but again, those poofies are nothing. But anyhow, that was just a real minor, actually, saving money. So we don't need to do that. Let's go check out my body wash, though. It's probably about midway down the cherry. You can tell just by the way the water slurps onto it. And then we still also have this that Graham gave me, and then all of this. So probably no body wash either next month, which is amazing. And, you know, actually look at some razors today and just see, you know, I still have 5. Maybe only get like a pack of 2. But also, I started with quite a bit, and I'm still doing really, really well. So, you know, I could probably count the number of approximate showers, that is, right? And I shared that last week. Guys, just over 4,000 steps now, and let's go get Graham's groceries.
And then, do you need me to close it?
I can close it. Thank you.
Yep, have a good rest of your day.
You too. Hey everyone, your girl is here. As you guys can officially see, I officially just got home. I emptied about half of the garbage. Grandma's gonna do the other half. But you guys can see, the biggest month is underway. $260 saved already. Oh my god, guys. No freaking way. And then also, don't forget, I also have all this money to go off of, right, until I get there. Right, so I can actually start using this here in Pennsylvania. So get rid of this, and then also you have it in your checking account to pull it out. So there we go. So anyhow, guys, we'll officially go ahead though now and go ahead and go to Walmart. We actually are going to get that battery pack today, but then that'll be all that we get today. We might check out the bralettes, but you know, we might also. Also, guys, don't forget these. So as you guys can officially see as well, the one with the slits in the arms, I was using that one this fall before I had... Was that before I hooked up the heaters? Or no, that was just when it was so freaking cold outside that I... actually, yeah, that was when I had the heater up at like 8 or 9. Remember, it was just too hot. I would wake up throughout the night. So I put it down at like, what was it, 4 or 5, and then I slept in that. So obviously that could also take place of having a, you know, a bralette. So we might not actually even get the bralette at all, which will be absolutely amazing, because then all I have... Mimi, no, not right now. No, not right now.
I can't hear.
No! Okay. Okay, set it on the table. I'll get it. Yeah, that'll definitely last me 3 weeks. So yes, guys. Graham just got my toothpaste ready for me. But that's also amazing too, because I can obviously get some shampoo. So I'll have to get a little bit of shampoo before I go. So that'll be really, really good. So anyhow, guys, we'll officially keep right on a rolling. We'll go get this battery pack, and then we will... Let me think. Oh, actually, I have to get some duct tape from Graham, and I can keep that light on the GoPro then. And then we'll officially go to Walmart and then shoot right down. We're actually going to take my computer too, just because I do want to check the camera itself. I know it was only out last night, but I want to check it and make sure that I have the depth and the angle correct. So we'll just do our first trail cam check out in the woods and the first groundhog exploration, right? So anyhow, guys, let's officially get to Walmart. Hey everyone, we're here at Walmart now. As you can see, officially only $12.98 for some of the bottoms. I'm definitely thinking about getting those extra small dark ones, and then I don't have to get the lighter blue ones, because dark blue, there also is a lot of dark blue in that top, so that right there saves about 20 bucks. And it's probably just better to get it now before they run out, and obviously that gives me more time to buy the matching bottoms, because they're about like 49 bucks. You know, I forget what they're called, sequins or something like that. The glitter, right, for the purple one that I have. So I think I'll just get the small, extra small. Those will definitely fit, and then we'll be good to go. So complete the blue top, or blue bikini, and again, I'm just walking out in that. So anyhow, I just got this. I am gonna get my yogurt then too, and officially have that. Just take that right back. Oh, okay. Let me go get another one. Actually, let me get a card. Actually, and then we'll get that battery pack. Miami. Hey guys, let's go give this vacuum to my Gram's Amish that she really likes. You guys can actually hear all the Martins that they have. They have all these Martin boxes. Anyhow, let's go. Now 12:28, guys. We are not officially in Miami, but we are officially right here, ready to check my trail camera, as I said. So obviously, you guys can see how nice that was to save all that money, because at the very minimum, the Dole.com bikinis are like $29, but that's sometimes only for the thongs, right? So then you have $39 at least at the minimum, and it's just a lighter blue, and there's also, again, darker coral blue in that. So that's a really good save, actually, because that just over $20 saved was actually good for a margin of error, because remember how I thought the batteries would be like about $10, or I'm sorry, about $20? Well, this one was $31, so that was really, really good. Little bit of saving there. And then, you know, now I can again get that, maybe get that gold metallic. Oh, there it is. I was like, where the heck is it? Alright, guys, so we will officially come on in here and check it out then. We'll see how it does. So here we go. There it is. Jeez. I keep wanting to look at that one. No, it's right here. Alright, guys, so let's officially check it out. We'll see how good it is. Alright guys, let's plug it in and check. First time doing that this year. Okay. I know, I don't really care. Alright, and then SDHC. Okay, so it only had a video shortly after I was done here yesterday, and then obviously me walking up to it. So, let's see. No, that's actually a really good height, guys. Actually a fantastic, wow. Oh my god, yeah, guys, that is perfect. I don't know what triggered it, though. It looks like maybe just a bird or something. And then, obviously, let's see. So there I am. Guys, if I was a deer, oh my god, you would see me perfectly, because the deer would probably come up to about my breast. And depending on how close it is, yeah, you would really get some. You know, maybe it comes like right up to there. Again, it's too early to just say, well, this is a terrible spot, let's not keep it. We're actually going to keep this. So, let me go ahead and delete these two out of here. And then we'll officially put it back out. So, we are officially going to go now and do my, my drops, right? So, let me officially get all bagged up here, and then we'll officially go do the drops. Alright guys, bummer news, blonde moment for Alyssa once again. So obviously, I did actually forget the GoPro itself, which is a big bummer. So what I have to do now is at least just practice it, you know, because I don't know if I'm going to have to get something to like, a stick to like start it or anything. I don't know enough about it yet, so like I said, we'll officially try to figure it out here. So let's do that together. And I obviously took off my dress because it's rather humid out here. So before I do anything though, let me stand on the very end. And obviously I have some time to, you know, figure it out. Okay. Okay guys, I guess I might actually need a stick when I'm doing this. Might actually need a stick. There has to be a big drop off out there. See, and I wonder if I can drag the chain to, I'm not even showing you guys this. Yeah, look. Drag the chain along and it should start it down. Guys, no freaking way. Look at this. Guys, what the heck? No way. So it sounds like it hit something. Maybe not. No, it definitely hit something, guys. Yeah. See, again, this is why I needed to bring the freaking GoPro, you know? So you can kind of see, you know, once you get in there. What the heck? Bummer, guys. Bummer. Alright, well, I guess we'll just take a walk and just walk around out here for a little bit. And I can also actually work on some of my film, too. So, I haven't actually done any of it yet today. So, probably do some of it now. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching a pre-start, but that's good to know that I need some kind of oomph to the camera. Trying to think. I think I might be, no. Couldn't I... Why couldn't I, guys, why couldn't I do that? Just attach some kind of stick, right, in here, right? So attach a stick, or not a stick, anything really, that's really long. But then I'm gonna have to clamp it in between this S-hook and another S-hook. I'm gonna have to clamp it then once it's on there, and then I can actually just use that as a way to go down. But actually not, because that's not bendable, right? And obviously the hole doesn't go just like that, right? Like the hole could, you know, go down suddenly, and then you're just having something solid when you need to have something that's bendable. So I need to get something that's bendable and I can also push. What would that be? Something bendable that I can just have like 20 feet of it and just keep pushing slowly, obviously. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to think for a little bit. So let me go start working on some of these videos for today. And then, yeah, we'll officially talk to you guys later. So let's officially now, though, whoa. No, I'm joking. It was actually well hid. So anyhow, now we can officially go ahead. Oh, it's Graham. It might be her sister or her daughter calling her. Probably her daughter calling her. She should have just yelled for me to get it. Oh no, that was the Amish that I took it down to. So anyhow, guys, let's put up my hair now. It's definitely needing a wash tonight. We're definitely going to get a shower. So anyhow, let's officially check it out. So let's go ahead and unbox it with you guys. And then pretty soon, Georgia Peaches should be here. They were obviously shipped last night at 8 o'clock. So give it a little bit of time. Actually, I think they were overnighted again. So they should definitely again be here today. But I have to just double check. So let me get this unboxed. And then, guys, we're right on a roll here. We are on a very good roll here for time to go down to Florida. Florida. Definitely very happy and excited. And doing a very good job, too. You know, not bouncing off the walls quite yet, right? So, there we go. Get on out of there. Alright, now. Jeez. Must be skin tight in here or something. Jeez. Ooh, look at this, guys. Looks like its own little phone. Yeah, it does. Literally. It looks like a phone. That's crazy. But hey, right? A phone charges a phone, guys. Alright, guys. Anyhow. So, and also I did just walk around. You get about 10,000, actually about 11,500. So, and that was pretty much it. I didn't see anything exciting or anything like that. So, there wasn't any films, but that's what we did. And I did obviously further away from my camera. But obviously I'm walking back through that area to end, so it's not like you're spooking them to your camera, right? So, anyhow, guys, we'll officially go ahead and check this out. Belkin. Okay, so here are the 2 charging ports. Actually, let me get out my, out of the wall. And let's just test it right now. Alright, guys, so this one came out of the wall. Ah! Guys, no way, look, it works. And then this will go right into my phone. So, it said that it was pre-charged. So, let's just put it in now and see. 1 second here. Guys, no freaking way. It showed a weather alert, so let me just do that. Okay, guys, so I just went ahead and, did the screenshot of my Florida, thing. But yeah, holy cow, guys, no freaking way. I literally cannot believe it. You guys can see all 4 bars are up, which is amazing. Means that it is ready to roll, guys. Ready to roll. I am so freaking happy and excited that I got this. But it doesn't actually say where the output. But it doesn't say where you're supposed to charge it, though. Right? Because obviously this needs to be charged itself. Let me see here. Okay. Oh. Should go down like that. So I think it's just, you just use the type C. So do you just use the type C? Well, let's figure it out, guys. So let's take this charger. I don't think it matters on the end. I think they're universal on both ends. Yeah. Yeah, so these are both the same. So let's go ahead, put this in, and let's hit the button again just to kind of see where it is. Okay, so it says it's down to 3. Now, we're going to take it on over here. I'm going to put it in the wall, and we're going to see what it says. Awesome! No freaking way, guys! Check this out. Check this out. Don't check Alyssa's vulva out, though. This is not a up close and personal with my... So let's not get up close and personal, right? Let's check out this. This is what I meant by that, right? Let's check that out, right? And that's what we did. So, anyhow, guys, no freaking way. I am so freaking happy and excited. Like I said, and I couldn't think of anything to use, so I think I'll just have to get a stick and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So yeah, anyhow, guys, just want to come on and share all those little updates. So I'll keep right on a rolling here. Into after dinner now, obviously, so you guys can see. Obviously, I just showed that there was a rainbow right before as I was preparing dinner with Graham. and then obviously, we had a really good dinner, so I definitely took it a little bit slower eating tonight, eating my potatoes and all of that. So now, with officially like 20-some thousand steps, which is absolutely insane, but with 20-some thousand steps, all of my clothes started, and obviously about to get a shower. I did want to come on and share that I did watch, it's been a while, so the crazy police chase videos. I haven't watched some of them in a while, but these ones both involved stolen cars, so I went ahead and watched both of those. They were definitely insane. They actually thought that they actually were confused at the one, because the girl then, for safety, or she just wanted to go to her mom's, she went ahead and drove the car off or something like that, and they found her then, but they had her in handcuffs, and she's like, look, I was assaulted, and I'm the one in handcuffs here. What the hell is going on with you guys? So, and yeah, you know, that's a good time, right? That's a good time where you actually can speak like that. Even in yeah, it doesn't matter the case. Like, I could have said that, you know, what the hell's going on with you, right? This isn't how you check on people, right? When you check on your buddy like this, right? So, yeah, like, obviously, both times, you know, but I didn't have a crime done to me. Well, actually, I did have a crime done to me. It was just a different crime, right? Like, it wasn't actual physical bodily harm. But anyhow, guys, so yes, that was crazy. But yeah, and then the first one, he stole a car, and then he called his girlfriend, but they never showed an interview with her afterwards. But he definitely, I thought he would have, you know, taken his life, but he didn't. But that's obviously not how criminals think. You know, they think, you know, just be all tough and be mentally strong. It doesn't make sense to me why they'd... That's what I'd rather be doing. But anyhow, guys, that actually is a cool twist, though, into what I had said with the other video that I watched. So that's a cool way to twist it in Thursday. But anyhow, you guys can actually see that one of the families now is speaking out. And I didn't share at the time, but actually mental illness is part of a medical condition, right? So, for example, you don't have a medical record and a mental health record, right? You know what I'm saying? So, because mental health is physical health, right, why is it somehow, you know, different, right, and excluded, right? And it kind of goes off what I had said before, right? Well, I mean, if you let them go when they want to go, right, $60,000 less every single time, you know, that happens. You know, look at all the money for the future generations, right? But again, that is not even nearly, like, how many times have I seen a topic like that on the news? Hardly ever. Why? Because they don't like to push that agenda, right? Because it's the very low of people's, well, let's talk about this issue. Let's talk about this issue. Let's talk about that issue. Let's not talk about, right, mental illness, right, is somehow not okay, right? So yeah, anyhow, I'm just gonna come on and share all that. So yeah, that's a cool way to twist it back into, because obviously, you know, what was it, no, it was about, I'm trying to remember, when was that? That would have been, I think, 2 Thursdays ago, yeah, that I was talking about that, and I brought that up. It was definitely 2 weeks ago. I don't know if it was, I'm pretty sure it was Thursday, guys. But yeah, so that's cool, right? 2 weeks later on Thursday, right? Twist it all into, right, crimes, and then, you know, non-crimes, right? But you have to do the crime in order to get that, right? But people who actually do crimes don't want that then, sometimes. So, anyhow, guys, just want to come on and share all that. So, anyhow, I'll officially go ahead and get going here. I'll watch this clip, include those clips, just a little bit of exercise, and then I'll get this video produced, and then we will officially take my shower, and I'll spend the rest of the night relaxing, and tomorrow I'll give a little bit of updates. So, oh, and also real quick too, 1 year ago at this time, I actually just got word on my phone. It gave me the 1 year ago at this time insight. Yes, I had done very close to my first ever half of a half marathon, 6.35 miles. So anyhow, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.